Hey, hey. Welcome to another edition of the Sit Down at Uptown. Sit Down at Uptown, Uptown Comedy Corner. I'm your host and the owner of Uptown Comedy Corner, Angelo Sykes. And here tonight, man, we got a special guest. Got an OG in the building. Who's helping me do my commentary as I go along. Mr. Mark Curry, what's up, sir?
Thank you, sir. How you doing? Thank you for letting me grace the stage for 5 great shows. It was incredible. I cried each time afterwards because it was so emotional.
How about that?
Yeah. Didn't know what to say on that one. Even the cameraman stopped.
And nah, but on the real, was 5 great shows. Mark, it was good to have you back. Hadn't been here since, I think, 2018. It's been a while.
This is the best stage in Atlanta. Let me tell you, if you are a comic and you're real, come to Uptown. These are real people, real stage. It's real. It's the best stage in Atlanta because it's real people. You know, it's real, and they tell them if these jokes work here, they're gonna work anywhere. Because these are real people. Because black people are real. Black people sit there. It was all right, but I didn't. You know, they'll tell you the truth.
They'll tell you the truth.
So much respect.
Appreciate that,
cigars.
Sir. How about that? Join me with a cigar. I like that, Mr. Curry.
Yes, sir.
So, Mark, anytime I do these conversations, I always like to go backwards first.
Go backwards. Right? It's time to go back.
Yeah, let's do a little time travel. Let's do a time travel to the young kid, Mark Curry. Where you from?
Some seance.
Yeah, some seance, right?
No, mama, no. Hey, stop it. I didn't steal that. I didn't know. I'm hungry, mama. I'm sorry. You took me back.
Took you way back, right?
Yeah. How far you want to go back?
Yeah, I want to go back to like grade school through high school. Tell us about that experience and where you originally from and how was it growing up there?
I grew up in East Side, Oakland, California. East Side, Oakland. We grew up 2 blocks from the railroad track. I'm a baby of 8 kids. We grew up in a 2-bedroom house.
Wow.
True. So, you know, you had to be in bed at 3 o'clock just to get a bed.
Just to get a bed.
Yeah, sometimes you do your homework in your bed. If not, you didn't have a bed.
Wow.
That was real.
Yeah,
Seriously.
8 kids. That's a lot for 2 bedrooms.
8 kids. So I grew up East Side, Oakland. I was the only one with a father at home. Everybody didn't have a father. I said, why I got to have a father at home? God damn. Why I got to have a father at home? I'm about home with the street lights. No, I couldn't go out. What you going out there? Ain't nothing out there. You got a job? You don't need to be out there. So I had a father at home, so that was crazy. I went to Catholic school, but I grew up in the hood. And they didn't know what that outfit was. You know, the winos thought I had a job. They thought I was going to a job every day. That nigga, he go to work every day. That uniform, I think it's security guy. Let me know if they're hiring. He go to work every day with his money. The boy good. And so what else? I was altar boy.
Okay.
I grew up in the I was an altar boy. I was the first altar boy excommunicated because I was too tall. Because they complained they couldn't see the crucifixion from the back when I stood up because I was 6 feet tall.
Wow.
So that's true. I was an altar boy. And I think that kind of saved me from, just doing bad things.
Yeah.
I was like an altar boy.
Right.
And in the hood, I first listened to Richard Pryor, maybe 1970, 69, 70, 71, or something like that. In Big Paul's Charger, the Dodge Charger, an 8-track, and I grabbed it. I wanted to do comedy. I knew I loved doing comedy, but those were dreams deferred. You didn't want to be a comedian at that time. You want to be a what? They didn't have no comedians.
Right.
Richard Pryor was only a comedian. Bill Cosby or whoever. So those were dreams deferred. That for many, many years I wanted to be a comedian, and it's not until I tried it I became a comedian. So if you got dreams deferred, do whatever you want to do. Now, if you sing and you can't sing, then you can't sing. But no, I'm saying whatever your dream is. So that was my dream. So here I am living in the hood, beautiful house, everything was right, and but I was very witty, very funny, always, and I used the comedy to escape the hood. many times I use that as a device. Even when mother was about to beat me up, I used comedy. I remember I would say something funny. It'll give me enough time. What did he say? I would say, my mama beat me. It was a chicken. And what? And it was, so that was a mechanism.
Okay. Okay. So what kind of student were you in school?
I went to Catholic school, so we didn't have class clown, but we didn't have class clown. You couldn't do that. I was intelligent. I was very intelligent. So I went to Catholic school. I was bad. I was a bad kid. I was kind of bad. So, but we had nuns. So I would do something. I would say to the nuns, "Can you please forgive me?" And and bam,
Right.
they would forgive me.
They'll forgive you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So was it truly in those Catholic schools? Is it as disciplined as
Yes.
it is?
It was very disciplined.
Okay.
We had to wear a uniform. We had to say a prayer every morning. Every morning we had to stand outside. No, either a prayer or pledge allegiance. I think we had to say the pledge allegiance. Our Father, we had to say the pledge allegiance. Thank you very much.
And the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah. Before every day. We didn't have class clown, but I remember my first comedy. I remember like the 4th grade, Sister Michelle's class. They were drawing. They would pull that thing down, the map, and Christopher Columbus came here, and they. I said, and that's where he crashed. Everybody laughed.
Right.
The whole at 4th grade. Get out.
Really?
Yeah, get out. Yeah, but I made everybody laugh easily.
Wow, easily.
And I could always do that. And then you bring back memories because in high school, I was the DJ, but I got on the mic. I don't even know how I got this job. I was a DJ, but I would get on the microphone in high school. And, Catholic school, you're in blast through, the principal would make one announcement and it go throughout the whole school. So they would let me get on. I would tell jokes. Not jokes, but I would like rhyme, some kind of rhymes or something. Hey, it's DJ Wiz and it did. But anyway, it worked. But people loved it.
Wow.
It was just, but I never wanted to do, I was scared to do comedy. Until one day I did it and I never looked back.
Wow.
1987.
Wow.
And I still have the flyer.
Is that right?
I still got the flyer in my house, 1987.
Oh, wow.
The flyer. It was a big time for me to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, shoot, man, I get to do this show. Wow. I kept the flyer.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So this Catholic school, is it a mixed school?
It was mixed.
Okay.
It was mixed. And remember, I was an altar boy.
Yeah.
So it taught me a tolerance of different people's religion. It taught me a tolerance of people. Because I would go with the priest. I was an altar boy, so we would go by people's house pray. He had a little kit, so I set the kit up, light the candle, put the table out, and we would go pray at people's houses. And it taught me about everybody's food. Filipinos had lumpia. The Spanish families put white bread on top of their soup.
Okay.
And I was like, what the hell is this? and Father God says, just eat it. Just eat it. Indian people had injera. So I learned about all these foods. And
Wow.
I learned about people. I learned about, just tolerance.
Yeah.
Going to different people's houses with the priest.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty deep.
That's pretty cool.
I never really got a chance to thank him.
Okay. Yeah. That's deep. So after high school, where'd you go from there?
God damn, what the hell is that? Ugh.
That's the after hours rum and
God
coke.
damn. That ain't rum and coke, that's gasoline. Well, we got that. We got these out. This is from the mountains there. We got this. This what this is. We got this. They're moving. There's some different stuff, bro. We're up there in the mountains up there. We make that up there. We take it and we back it up. It's strong now. It's 219 proof. When we grew up, we didn't have liquor. We had to make our own. We had to get to take figs and different sweets and things and make it. Whatever that was. Wow.
He did the sniff taste.
This is from Lee's room. You can tell the bar closed. This is some Lee's. This is a Martell. wow.
He said, wow. Oh, man. But after high school, where'd you go from there?
After high school, I got, I could have went to UC Davis. I was pretty good at track.
Okay.
So I got some track scholarships.
Okay.
But I was scared to take them. I never even told nobody that. I remember San Diego State, Dick Hill was a great coach. My brother set me up, and he wanted me they sent me all these recruitment letters. Mm-hmm. But I was scared to go.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Because?
I was just scared of the unknown. And I looked at the times them dudes was running some times. They were like, damn.
What did you do to track? What was your specialty?
I did I anchored the back in the day it was a 440 relay.
Right.
So I was the anchor of the 440 relay, and I dropped the baton twice at the Bruce Jenner Invitational.
Is that right?
That's when Bruce Jenner
was Bruce Jenner.
And so I met Bruce Jenner.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the first invitation that he had, the first Bruce Invitational. I ran in it.
Is that right?
Yeah,
That's
the
cool.
first one. Yeah, because he was just out the Olympics. Mm-hmm. Just out the Olympics. He was hot. He was big. I remember I met him. Tall dude. Hair back. Bruce Jenner.
Right.
Yeah, it was in San Jose, and we dropped the baton because he came to me and said, "It's all right. Don't even worry about it." Blah blah blah. And I dropped the baton 2 years in a row at the Bruce Jenner Invitational.
Wow.
But we won the state meet. 2 years in a row. For a small school. But the Bruce Jenner Invitation, something about Bruce Jenner Invitational, I dropped it. Really. And he was there.
Really?
That's crazy.
That's
and I
wild.
saw him in the airport. I said, hey, he had changed into the person he is now, I think Caitlin. I said, hey, I ran in the Bruce I ran in the first Bruce Jenner Invitational track meet. He looked at me like I was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe he didn't remember.
We'll leave that one alone. Yeah, no doubt. So, tell me how the comedy bug struck you.
Oh, okay. I came out of high school. I went to Cal State Hayward.
Okay.
And
no track?
Did I run track? No, I didn't run track.
Okay.
Actually, I just went as an academic. I knew I wasn't going to play pro ball. I didn't want that pipe dream. But then I saw him in the gym. I said, let me go play ball, which was booty. It was the worst decision. Just a waste of time. It was just a bad decision, I thought. Because I wanted to finish college, and they were directing me to do all these basket weave and all these weird courses and to play basketball.
Yeah.
And when it come time to look at your grades, and not grades are is this helping me graduate? No, I said this is some bullshit then. The game is strong. I'm a ghetto boy. Ain't too many dudes went to college. I'm trying to get this education. How I do that?
Right.
So I just felt weird about that whole basketball thing. Okay. And I know people are gonna see me. Anyway, So the comedy bug, I went to go see Richard Pryor, 1974. I still had the ticket stub. I keep everything. I still had the ticket stub. And so I go see Richard Pryor at the Circle Star Theater with my sister. And 18 and over, I was like 14. So I was about 6'2", 6 feet tall, so I put on a pimp hat. At the time they had on a hat, I put on a hat and a fur coat. Oh, yeah. And I walked in as a pimp. I ain't lying to see Richard Pryor. And where I was sitting, it was a divine intervention. Where I was sitting, I'll never forget, I was sitting this way, and Richard Pryor, and I was sitting right next to the ramp. And Richard Pryor came down, and he looked at me. I was like, damn, that was Richard Pryor. Right. Came down, had a stop. He did 45 minutes, I remember. Wow. I timed it. He did exactly 45 and destroyed that motherfucker. He made my stomach hurt.
I bet.
And it was like, bam, but I go, let's move it. This is moves, go through the story. I see Richard Pryor. Still got his ticket stub. I'll get the chance to open up for Richard Pryor. In 1993, I opened up for Richard Pryor. And the greatest moment of my life, is when Richard Pryor came out and he said my name. He said, Mark Curry. I'm like, oh, man.
I bet.
Then I showed him the ticket stub.
Really?
He said, what is it? 19, damn, I remember that. Oakland, that's some wild motherfuckers. They was wild. Oakland, wild. And he told me, he said, you know, you used to live in Oakland. He used to live in Oakland. When he came out of L.A., he came to live in Oakland, Berkeley.
Wow.
You know, hang with Huey P. Newton and all that. So he told me the story of Oakland. I was like, what? He said, you from Oakland? Oh, my God. What about? He started naming the club. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
And the comedy bug still hadn't got to me. Still a deferred dream. So I'm in college. I get kicked out the house. So I had to quit college. Pops kicked me out the house. I'm like, damn, man. So here I am. I'm on my own. I'm doing my thing. And working at a Pay and Save drugstore. And a guy, I worked at the San Francisco store. I was a manager. And Travis Curry is his name. He the one that got me to do comedy. I was the manager of the night shift. And he said, man, I'm gonna go up and do some comedy. I said, man, I wanna do that one day. I wanna do some comedy, man. I'm gonna go up with you. And so it was a gong show. Remember the gong show was on? And they had a gong show at the Lucky Lion. This was down the street from my house, which is so funny. And so we go, and I get on the microphone, I say a joke. I say Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson are the same people because you never see them in the same place. Gong. I got gong. But what I did was I kept talking. So, gong. I said, dang, man, in this little raggedy little place, you know? I can't believe I get gonged here. I might as well get bit by a rat. I know my car got broken in the parking lot and they killed.
Oh, wow.
And I did like that. I said, oh, shit.
Wow.
I did it. It was just, then I said, I knew I could do it because I killed. I like at first time, and these were thoughts that were always in my head. I said, okay, all right. And prior to that, it was like the Halloween concept. Let's just go back. I'm still working at Pay and Save, but I remember the Halloween contest at Lucky Lion, $1,000 for the winner. Like, nigga, what? So I dressed up as a priest or something, went and did my thing, and I failed. No, I went out as a nerd first. I was doing characters before I was doing comedy.
Wow.
Just to get that money from the Halloween contest. I went out as a nerd, and I had these glasses on, the true shit. I failed. I failed. I didn't mean to fall.
Really?
I had the glasses on, bam! Motherfuckers laughed, and I played it off. Oh, God. Killed it. Got the money. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Before I did comedy. So anyway, at the Lucky Lion, I did that. And so I got the bug. And so I really didn't know what to do. And my guy said, I do comedy, man. So he said, come down to my spot. Came down to the spot and destroyed it. First time.
Really?
Standing ovation.
Really?
Yeah. That's rum and coke. What was this? Gasoline? What was that? Started 68 Fleetwood. It's the same drink. It's the same. This is rum? And coke? Where you getting this rum from? That's fine. It's great. This is great rum. Nigga, this is rum from Pirates of the Caribbean. Shit. They got Jamaicans there. Oh, man. That's the old stuff. Oh, God damn. So I got a standing ovation. First time on stage, you guys.
That's awesome.
Laura Hayes was there. Laura Hayes was there. And so he said, come on. So I got on stage. Killed it. Standing ovation. Came back the next night, standing ovation. I wrote all new material. I thought each time you go up, you're supposed to write new material. So by the time I went, about the first month, I had an hour.
Is that right?
I was writing. I was still working at the Pay and Save drugstore.
Okay.
I was still working. I was grinding. Because I knew, I liked my money. I knew I always got my money on, so I was a manager at the Pay and Save drugstore. I would work from 6 to 3. I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 6 to 3, get into a car, drive to Los Angeles, 5 hours, get there about 8 o'clock, change on Sunset, change in the car, go, and go kill them. And go kill him for the 8 o'clock show in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Bam. And I still drive by that hotel on Sunset. Remember, I stayed in the hotel. It was just incredible. It was a hooker hotel. And it was just incredible. I still remember the girls walking up the stairs. I looked up, she didn't have no panties on. I'm like, whoa. In the middle of the night, her mother arguing. God damn it. A pimp arguing with his woman. He had, open this goddamn door. Open this motherfucking door. Boom, boom. And we looking out the window.
Right.
And they controlled the heat. There wasn't no heat knob. I remember I said, he had to come in and tell us, man, turn the heat up. We paying our money. The guy woke up, that room was 130 degrees. It was so hot. It was goddamn. It was just a flame in that motherfucker. And we was on the low floor. I opened up the window. I remember somebody just walked by. I was like, oh, this is just incredible. But they had a continental breakfast from like 6 in the morning to 8 or something. You get a donut. They gave you a donut and maybe some juice. I woke up and got my little donut. And I still pass by that hotel.
That's crazy. It's still open?
It's still open.
That's wild.
It's still open. I should have bought it. I should have bought that damn hotel. At least did something to tell people that's where I stayed at that hotel.
Right.
And then I went to because I had a show at the Comedy Store. You couldn't get on, at that time. Black comedians couldn't get on.
Yeah.
But so they had a late night show, 12 o'clock at night. It started at 12, called The Late Show. And it was just you sign your name up, and when they said your name, you went up.
Mm-hmm.
So here I drive from Oakland, put my name on this little list. I remember they called me like 2 a.m.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I murdered that motherfucker.
Wow.
Everybody there bombed. It was like new comic. It was like, want to be giving it a try, and killed it. And Arsenio Hall was there. And we was walking home, and Arsenio Hall, I'm working at Pants, so then they got a Jag. I remember he had a Jag. He had a white Jag. He rolled him in a white Jag and said, hey, man, good set. And I'm arrogant. I said, all right, man.
Really?
And I knew who he was, yeah, because he was famous.
Right.
He was famous. And the rest, and I stayed in Oakland to best myself.
Okay.
I would go to L.A. and Oakland back and forth. So they knew me in L.A., and I kept building myself in Oakland. But they knew me already in L.A.
Okay.
But I kept my money. I would refuse to quit my damn job. I ain't moving to L.A. Thinking, what? With no job?
Right.
I don't work like that. I don't work like so. I kept my job, and it was a big thing when I quit my job because it was major. Remember, I came in second in the San Francisco comedy competition. This is the biggest competition. Robin Williams came in second. Ellen DeGeneres. It was just a huge competition. I came in second. And that night, they offered me 15 bookings. I killed it. I should have won, but I destroyed it. And everybody was there. That was at the time when San Francisco was the mecca of comedy. So every comedy club was there. So I remember I was like a pimp. I came in, they up, you want to work Portland? You want to work Seattle? You want to work, I was like, God damn.
Wow.
1,500 a wop.
Is that right?
Yeah, which was, so I had to make a decision. I had all these offers, and I hear my job. And I remember I went to my boss, Rick. I was at work. I said, nigga, I got to quit. What am I going to do? Because, this is new territory.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay my bills. I remember it was all day. I just said, man, I think I'm going to quit. And he said, I knew it was coming. I heard you killed at the competition.
Wow.
And bam. And I never got a chance to go and thank him and talk to him. Rick, he was my boss.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what point on stage in this young part of your career where you realized, this is what I want to do for the rest of my career?
When I went to LA and I told the agent, I walked in, he said, "Hey, how you doing?" This dude, he was a top agent. He had Seinfeld, he had Damon Wayans, he had all the top people. He called me in, I was killing. I was a pretty good comedian, and it was to have an agency. You wanted an agency because they're the only ones who get you the gig. So he said, his name was Bob. He said, "How you doing, man? How much money you want to make?" I said, $100,000. First year, 100,000. That's all. I'm like, what?
Oh wow!
I can make more than that. And it was on. I said, "Give me every goddamn booking you got."
Period.
He said, "Don't you want to be here for readings?" I said, "Fuck a reading." So the first year I got into L.A., I had an apartment. I never was home. I worked every weekend. Everywhere. And then Damon Wayans was with the same client. And any gig he didn't want, I took his gig.
Okay.
And so I worked like a horse. I worked. I never came home. And I never came home. So I became a B. I just kept working. Damon Wayans took me on tour with him. And that's where HBO saw me. Because he was doing the HBO special. I opened up for him. And he told me, they're going to give you an HBO special, watch. And I killed it. And they gave me an HBO special. I got an HBO special when I first moved to Los Angeles. I didn't have no furniture in my apartment. This is how quick I got an HBO special. I'd have no furniture in my apartment. My furniture was coming from Oakland. I don't know where I got the money to move that shit. But I said, fuck that, I ain't gonna, nigga, I want furniture. You go over to other comedians' house, and they were living like bums and shit. Nigga, I got game. This game is real. I'm from the town. Woo. I have furniture. TV, so when I moved, I didn't have anything. When I got this apartment, everybody was showing me all these raggedy apartments. I said, this ain't my hood. I can't stay in these people's hood. I'm from East Oakland. My apartment was funky. I was the first person to live in it, 620 South Gramercy Place. I was the first person to live in it. When I lived in, nobody lived in apartments. They were brand new. I said, man, my shit was spectacular. My shit was funky. I had a brand new, I was living nicely. And I had no furniture. The only thing I had was a phone. I remember my phone rang, bring, it was HBO. They said, man, they're giving you an HBO special and $30,000. I said, what? HBO give me an HBO special and $30,000. Me and Martin Lawrence.
Wow.
That was huge.
Yeah.
30 G's and an HBO special. And I didn't have no furniture in my apartment. I remember that. And I did it, and the rest is history. After I got the HBO special, they saw me, and I was already doing Showtime at the Apollo. And so when I got my HBO special, ABC contacted me and said, damn, we like you. And at the same time, Keenan, I was doing warm-ups for In Living Color. Even after I did my HBO special, they said, after your HBO special, you shouldn't be doing no warm-up. I said, shit, niggas paying me $700 a wop. Nigga, you crazy? $700 a wop? That was my rent.
Right.
Nigga, I said, shit, nigga, I can make that? Nigga, you crazy. I'm doing this warm-up. I don't give a fuck. We just saw you on HBO. You sure did? I remember that paycheck, $700. And so they offered me In Living Color. So here I am in my apartment with no furniture. I had an HBO special. I had an ABC deal. I had a Living Color deal. And we're in Living Color. So those are the contracts. I could do a TV show, my own TV show. I could do it in Living Color. The Apollo felt that, I gave Steve Harvey came after me. I suggested Steve Harvey. because to do the Apollo. So give it to somebody else. And I said, well, shit, I love it, Living Color. I doing my own show. I want to do my own show. Mm-hmm. So I chose Mr. Cooper.
Wow.
And the rest is
truly history.
We're the only show in the history of television that's pilot went to air.
Wow.
You can check that fact because the pilot, it was the pilot show. The pilot, if we were doing a podcast, it's me and you, and we would sell this tape. This is what we're trying to do. So our pilot was so good, it went to air.
Wow.
And killed. And that was all my clothes.
Really?
First episode of Mr. Cooper, they said, could you bring something? Bring a blazer and some pants. I guess they didn't give a nigga a budget. They didn't, it was all a chance. I'm the only show in the history of television that shot its pilot on another show, on another TV show, on Alan Thicke show. They didn't even take the picture off the wall.
Really?
No, I'm being honest with you. This story has never been told.
That's wild.
They never took the pictures off the wall. And I walked in. Alan Thicke walked in on my show.
Right.
That's how powerful he was. Look at the first show of Mr. Cooper. We did the shit on his set.
Wow.
It was Alan Thicke.
And the picture was still on the wall.
That motherfucker walked in. That motherfucker walked in. And he said, hey, what's up? I said, hey, man, how you doing? He said, yeah, I'm Alan Seaver. It's my house. I said, oh, shit. I saw your picture. He said, don't you see my picture right here? I said, well, shit, I thought when you buy pictures of white people that come with it, I thought that's what it was.
Right.
And they kept all that shit in there.
That's wild.
That's wild. So in the history of television, can't fade me, motherfucker.
Right.
I done shit nobody, that's the true shit. I did on another set.
That's wild.
And then he came in, and bam, I ain't never met that man.
Right.
I ain't know that man. I'm from East Side Oakland. Nigga.
Right.
I didn't know this dude from nobody else.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. And that pilot, they tried to duplicate it, but I couldn't duplicate it. I didn't want to duplicate it. I don't like to do seconds.
Okay.
They wanted, we did that, it's Somewhere Lost. We did that same episode as another episode, and it didn't work.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't want to do it.
Wow.
I was a motherfucker then.
No doubt.
Man, what the fuck was I thinking? They said, we're going to reshoot. I said, man, that shit was perfect.
Right.
I ain't reshooting that shit.
Right.
We want to give you different clothes. They dressed me up in different clothes, and they never used it.
That's wild.
But those are all my clothes. I still got the blazer.
Do you really? You keep everything for real?
Yeah. How much is the original Mr. Cooper blazer worth? Give me $200,000. You can have that motherfucker. $200,000. And so I use my own clothes. I'm the only actor ever did that.
So what's your family thinking at this point?
Family, I don't know what they're thinking.
I mean, at the point of you getting all these deals at your feet right now, what's the conversation at this point about comedy?
I think that in the realm of my family and my community, my ghetto that I grew up in, 73rd Avenue, I don't know what they thought, because I didn't look at the ride. I didn't realize what I did till now. I didn't realize the impact of what I did, because I was just doing what I do. I was trying to I was trying to be a positive role model. Not the role model. I didn't want to be the role model, but I didn't want to be a buffoon on television. That's why you saw me with a computer. If you look at Mr. Cooper episodes, look at the images, props would always throw me a basketball. Well, what would he be doing right now? He would be playing basketball, maybe eating some chips, watching television. I said, no, nigga, give me a computer. So if you look at Mr. Cooper,
wow, that's interesting.
When the show first starts, look what he's doing. He's on the computer. The books I have is a Black History book. Give me a Black History book, and so just little imageries like that. I was trying to be just not a buffoon.
Gotcha.
But just a positive role model. I keep saying role model, but not just a positive image on television.
Sure.
Without being that's
that was important to you at that point.
Yeah, that was very important. It was very important to me because I knew imagery of blacks, and they wanted me. If you look at the first episode of Mr. Cooper, they wanted me. Holly, I had never met them motherfuckers. I had never met Holly and them, nigga. She walked by, she had a tight dress. I said, damn. Damn, that's my night. Damn. And they kept it in.
Really?
Yeah. Because they said I was real. I was on the set riffing. Damn, look at that. And they kept it in. And they wanted me to keep that, they put that in the script, They wanted me to keep saying that. So first couple episodes, I may have said it. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe after that, but I said nah, because I don't want that to be my catchphrase.
Okay.
I did not want a catchphrase.
Okay.
I didn't, they gave black people catchphrase. Dynamite! And, did I do that?
Right.
What's the, what you talking about? And I did not want that.
You didn't want that.
I did not want that. I didn't want my moniker at all to be like that.
Yeah.
So I took that. I said, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Gotcha.
Damn, I'm tripping. I was saying them shit back in the day. I was like, no, we ain't doing that. And so I don't know. I think that it probably was overwhelming to the people in my black community to see me on television and then to see me like that, because I just saw, it's so funny. I was in Memphis, and a guy came to my show. I couldn't believe he was alive, Sonny Porter. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. And he had saw me, grew up all my life, and I was asking, I said, well, and we was talking to him. He said, we were interviewing him. I was talking to him. I said, man, what was it like growing up with me? He said, Mark, we would see you on television, and then the next day, you be in the hood. He said, that freaked me. I said, damn, I guess so. And said, I wasn't understanding what I was doing. I didn't understand how big I was. Okay. I didn't understand, what I was doing. I would always come back, and I guess it would freak him out, because I did everything. I opened up for Whitney Houston. People don't know that. Whitney Houston sang the Super Bowl, at that Super Bowl, the best Super Bowl, and she refused to wear the dress they gave her because she had her sweats on. I was there. I was a comedian.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was there right there.
Wow.
Opened up for James Brown. James Brown let me go with him. I opened up for James Brown. And I said, I remember I had a limo, too. They gave me a limo. I just put that in a limo. And I said, James, can I follow you? Yeah, come on. And I followed James Brown. He would do appearances. He would go to black clubs, and all this food. James take pictures and leave. I remember I would eat all the food. Eat the food with James.
Right.
James let talk to me. James let me sing. So I did a lot.
Absolutely.
I did a lot. And that comedy took me, so it must have freaked the people out. The dudes in my block, I never thought about that. That must have, my mother was proud. That's the main thing, First time my father saw me perform was when I did the Jamie Foxx thing.
Okay.
That's why I acted up like that. First time my father ever saw me do TV.
Is that right?
Yeah, first time.
Wow.
So it was his birthday. I said, Pops, why don't you come down and hang with me? And I had a yacht called the Sea Pimp. So I took him out.
The Sea Pimp.
Yeah, with some ladies. And my father said, I remember he said to me, this is the best birthday I ever had in my life. That's a true story.
Wow.
It was the best birthday because I took him out in the ocean and we was rolling, and, he was the best birthday of my life.
That's awesome.
And first time that's when Starbucks was brand new. And I gave him an espresso. And he said, whatever that coffee was strong. It kept me up all night. Whatever, I stayed up I was in the backyard early this morning, but I was strong coffee. Woo! And Jamie Foxx went out with us. So we took my dad out on his birthday. And Jamie Foxx went out with us back in the day. That was deep.
That's awesome.
He saw me kill. When I did the Jamie Foxx episode, Sergeant Easy,
Yeah.
he saw me do that.
Oh, man, that's cool.
That's the reason I killed.
Now, that's really cool. So when you were doing Hangin' With Mr. Cooper, were you still able, did you have time to still tour? Were you still doing comedy full time at that point?
Yeah, I did, but I wish I would have did comedy more.
Okay.
It was very, I wish I would have did really comedy more. I did Def Jam, I did it, but I don't know what I was doing. I was Mr. Cooper. Shit. God damn. I don't even know if I did club. I don't know what the fuck. Why wasn't I on that road? But I did do an HBO special. It was booty. I didn't like it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
And after that, you go through that, and I felt, it was hard to be Mr. Cooper and to do comedy at the same time because he was such a figure that was incredible.
Mm.
Then if I said one word, Mr. Cooper don't talk like that.
How about that? That's pretty cool, though. So you kind of slowed down. Had you put furniture in your apartment yet at this point?
Yeah. But I had furniture. When I left, when I got Mr. Cooper, I rented a house.
Okay.
So I had a swimming pool. First swimming pool.
Gotcha.
So that was big to have a swimming pool.
I bet.
Yeah, I rented a house. I don't even know why I rented the house. I can't believe I did all that. I had to have a house. I don't even know why I moved out of my apartment. Because I guess I had a TV show. Nobody knew who I was. I don't know why I moved. I don't know why I moved.
What was the Apollo experience like for you, though, during that period?
Apollo was the greatest thing. Apollo was the Apollo was the learning point of my career.
Okay.
Once I knew that I could, make them laugh at the Apollo, then I could do it. Because the first time I did the Apollo, I think 20 comedians got booed in front of me. They just kept getting booed. Here I am from East Oakland. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I said, I ain't gonna get booed. Fuck that. Everybody got booed. And I went up and I killed it the first time. Killed it. And that was the first time I was famous from the Apollo. I remember I went to Quarter Pounder on 98th Avenue to get a burger, just to go get a burger. I was a nobody. And this girl said, I just saw you on Apollo. Can I get your autograph? That was the first time I ever signed an autograph in my life.
Really?
In a 67 Volkswagen.
Wow.
I was in my mama's house.
Wow.
No. I had my own apartment, yeah. And I was at the Apollo Theater. And I killed it. And I did it again. I did it a couple of times. They asked me to host, but that hosting situation was so. You had to be incredible to host that. It wasn't for the weak.
Yeah.
I would come out and they didn't like the clothes. Boo! Take that off. Take this off. Leave that on. So I'll be doing like this. This, yes. Take that off. Nigga, no. Okay.
How surreal was that for you, though, to go from being on the Apollo to hosting Showtime at the Apollo?
It was. But I was on the road. Remember, I was on the road, so it was surreal. It was surreal going to New York, being in New York, and I looked back at that. I was like, damn, man, I was doing some shit. I was going back. The Apollo was so daunting, and so difficult. It wasn't difficult to do, but you had to be ready.
Okay.
They booed you, so I learned how to work the audience. I was the first one. I can honestly say the first one who took the cameras outside. Because there would be a long line of people waiting.
Right.
I was like, man, let me get these people. I would walk outside without the camera. I would walk. I said, I'm a ghetto nigga. I don't know about Harlem. It couldn't be no worse than Oakland. So I walked outside and shook hands with people and say, what's happening? How you doing? Just so they'd be on my side.
Gotcha.
Say, all right, here we go. All right, what's your name, man? Who can sing or something? And I would let people do stuff in the audience. Then I said, hey, I convinced him. I said, let's bring these cameras out because we got some talent out there. And so we would bring the cameras out and do talent, and then the people were on my side. So when they came in, they kind of knew me.
Got you.
So that was my way of working with Apollo. But Apollo, damn, I'm a legend, goddammit. I broke them all. Escape. I remember Escape first time there. First time Beyonce.
Wow.
First time Tupac. First time Tupac came on with Digital Underground. He didn't even rap.
Right. That's right.
I saw everybody. Everybody, bro. Everybody.
That's incredible.
Everybody. You name it. R. Kelly. I didn't mean to say him, but I remember he was.
Hey, dude was a talent. We can't take that from him.
Public announcement.
Yeah. That's
killed
right.
that. Special Ed killed it. As far as Aaron Hall, every rap group you name them, went through there, with Apollo.
Absolutely. So do you ever, because you still are doing your thing across the country, so do you ever really think about things that you just said? You've named off Richard Pryor introduced you. That's incredible. You talking about Whitney? You're right. With Whitney, you're talking about some of the greatest of all time. And you were right there to witness all of it and be a part of it.
Yeah, that is so great. I look back at it, and it's so much I've even done that I don't even remember. I opened up for Bill Clinton. I worked with Bill at the Democratic National Convention.
Wow.
I was a comedian. Me and Patti LaBelle was the entertainment. And Patti LaBelle went on first. She started. It's rolling on the ground, and Secret Service nigga about to shoot her ass. What the fuck? I just remember I said, I ain't with her. I ain't with you. You're on your own, Patty. And you know what? The hell.
It just has to be able to sit back and just think about, the talent you've been around and the talent as you are. It got to be. I just wonder, do you ever get a chance to really reflect on it?
I never.
Really?
Yeah, I never really reflect on it.
Okay.
Because I did it. Who else? First person I opened up for was Ray Charles.
Get out of here. Is that right?
Ray Charles. First person I ever opened. I still got the posters.
Wow.
Yeah, and and I remember I told my father, I'm about to open up for Ray Charles. I don't think he believed me. I said, all right, well, good luck.
Is that what he said?
Good luck to you. What about I said I?
Right.
Yeah. But Ray Charles was the first person. Yeah, that was the first guy I opened up for. I don't know. I know that sounds hella old, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Jesus Christ.
No kidding.
Ray Charles.
So with all you've done, all you've seen, all you've experienced, is there anything that Mark Curry says I still want to accomplish, or what are your goals you still want to tap into?
A movie.
Okay.
A movie. I never accomplished a movie, and I think that is something I would like to do before I die, is accomplish a movie, and I think I would kill it. I think I think I would be very funny. I've been successful at everything. But I don't know why I didn't do a movie. I wrote movies, and so that would be my next accomplishment.
Okay.
I've done everything. I can honestly say the Lord has blessed me as a man. I don't know how many men can say this, but I've done everything that I ever wanted to do. I went around the world. I'm an international motherfucker. When I say international, so if I step on a street in Australia, they know me. Spain, Germany, London, Africa.
Yeah.
Huge in Africa. Remember the first time I went to Africa, I was in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and they don't got bathrooms, so we're in the car. I got to take a leak. I'm outside taking a leak. I was this dude on the hill, Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper! Oh, hey. I'm 6'6". They know me.
Right.
Mr. Cooper! First time I went to Johannesburg. I'm from East Side Oakland, so Johannesburg supposed to have been, Soweto. Soweto's supposed to have been the tough ghetto. And I was at a restaurant in Africa, And Soweto was down that road. I said, where's Soweto? It's right down that road. Why do you want to go there? And I said, I want to see how tough this Soweto is. So I'm walking through, Soweto, and I see these two dudes coming to me. I said, I just remember one dude, his pocket was tore. I said, this motherfucker is hard here. I remember his pocket was tore. I said, these niggas gonna try to rob me. All right, I put on my best face and shit. Mr. Cooper! Oh my God, no! Oh, Chico! And so I went to his house with him.
Are you serious?
Went to his house.
Wow.
Yeah, went to his house. And ate food with him because they don't have silverware in Africa.
Right.
You eat with your hand. You just don't eat with the right. I think the one you wipe your booty with. So you don't what you don't do. So I've done everything. I can honestly say I've done everything that I ever wanted to do. It's
awesome.
Nothing, except my own movie.
Okay.
I've done everything. I accomplished television.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Awesome. So Mark, I got one last question for you. I do a Tuesday night podcast, Classic Conversations, and I would like to end with a top 5. All right. So give me your top 5.
I don't want to do that. Comics?
It's not. No. I never do comics with comedians. No, I never do that. Top 5 NBA basketball players of all time.
Let's look at the top 5 NBA basketball players of all time.
Yes.
We must look at, number 1, we'll look at Bill Russell.
Okay.
Bill Russell, because of the era in which he was playing in Boston, during that racist time, playing in Boston was very racist. What he accomplished, I thought, the championships at maybe 11.
Absolutely.
Not only that, but staying in shape, became a coach,
right,
and won a championship during the time. So let's look at Bill Russell.
Okay.
And not only that, but he's from Oakland, California. What? Check, baby. Let's go, Bill.
All right.
Then we have to look at Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Number 2. You look at Michael Jordan. I would watch Michael Jordan. I went to every game. I got a chance to play against Michael Jordan.
Really?
That's something else.
Another check.
Another check. Listen here, I'm Mr. Cooper.
Right.
So they did Space Jam on Warner Brothers lot.
Okay.
So here I am. Them niggas came on my lot. I'm Mr. Cooper. That's my lot. And I said that to Mike. And nigga, this is my lot. I'm on this one. Okay. Remember that Range Rovers just changed body style. They had the old Range Rovers, they had the long ones, but they just changed body style. And I remember I ordered one. I always like to be the first one with the car.
Okay.
I said, I don't give a fuck. Give me the first fucking Range Rover. I didn't even know how to drive the thing. I remember the German dude came and showed me how to drive it. They were mad that I had to deliver it.
Really?
They wanted to show you how to do it.
Yeah.
And I had that motherfucking Range Rover, brand new place. First one, had it. And I rolled up to where Michael Jordan was playing ball. That motherfucker looked at that. He said, man, can you fit in that thing? I said, yeah. The nigga had one the next day.
Really? Well, he's Michael Jordan, right?
He had one the next day. He looked at he had the old one. I had the new one on.
Wow.
I'm not lying. No, he might not have had a Range. He had something, but I know he had one the next day.
The next day.
I said, okay. So he on the lot, right? So he would work out every morning on the lot. One thing I give it up for Michael Jordan is that he taught me, I couldn't believe it, because they would be playing cards late night, 2 in the morning, and every morning I would come to Mr. Cooper early. I think I would work out. I would come like at 6 or something, and Michael was there every morning at 6 a.m.
Wow.
Every morning, working out by himself. No other NBA basketball player was doing that. It was right after he came, after retirement.
Okay.
When he came back that year, he came back buff. He was in there every. I said, "Can I work out?" I worked out a couple of times. I said, "Nigga, I ain't getting up in this early no more." God damn. And they would play ball. So, Jordan in there. So, he in there with the gym. Nigga, I walked through my shit. And he knew.
Yeah.
He did like that. He just lined up, put the ball down.
Really?
This is true. I didn't say, nigga, let's play. Nothing. Nigga, let's do 101. It came up, that motherfucker lined up.
Wow.
I swear. He lined up, both threw the ball down. That motherfucker got the ball. And, you know, I'm with Jordan. And that motherfucker looked. I may have scored maybe once. I can't remember. And maybe he let me score. But then he got the ball. He said, nigga, what you looking at? I was like, It's a true story, Michael Jordan. Michael, if you're listening, it's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even on the court at workouts, he's still the same. That's incredible.
So I got a chance. Ain't too many people said they played against Jordan.
Real, that's facts.
Whooped my ass, big player. I played against Jordan. These are facts. I'm the only one ever in an NBA game. Only actor ever played in the NBA game. History of the league. Ain't nobody ever did that. And I scored on Charles Barkley. What? He dunked on me, but I scored on him. Ain't nobody gonna dunk on me, nigga. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm a scorer on you. And I'm a scorer on you. And I scored on it. I wasn't supposed to. They wanted me to miss all the shots.
Really?
That was the episode where I missed all the shots.
Yeah.
But that nigga dunked on me. He dunked. I knew he was gonna dunk on me the first time, but the second time I was like, oh hell. It was for the show. First, I was supposed to get dunked on. I was like, whoa. If you watch the episode, I say, whoa. But the second time, nigga, hell no. And the nigga, I said, all right. I said, watch this, bitch. Throw me that ball. Boom, boom. And I scored over.
Another check.
Beat that, goddammit.
All right, so we got Bill Russell, we got Michael Jordan.
Number 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Will Chamberlain.
Okay.
Will Chamberlain. Very dominant. Scored 50 points a game. Was in shape. Not only that, but he was in shape. 50, averaged 50. First man to score 100.
Right.
I put him and Kareem. Kareem was incredible too.
Yeah.
But you got to say the old school Wilt was. You got to put Wilt in there.
Yeah.
I mean, first big man. He averaged 50 a game. 50. I don't know how many rebounds, but 50. I put him in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, number 3. Who's number 4?
4. We got how many? We got
just 5. It's 2 more.
2 more. You got to put Magic in there.
Okay.
Magic is the only. Magic came in and took his team to another level.
Yes, sir.
Magic won a state championship in high school,
right.
A collegiate championship, and a NBA championship, all in concession.
Absolutely.
12th grade, bam, college, came to the NBA, and wheeled his team. Kareem got hurt.
That's right.
He was a center.
That's right.
Hell yeah, he in there.
That's right. All right, Magic number 4. One more.
Got one more?
One more.
All-time great. I could say Julius Erving. I could say George Gervin. I could say all-time great. I put Kobe on that list.
Kobe.
I put Kobe on that list.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with
on
Kobe.
that list.
That's a good 5. That's a solid 5. That's a solid 5. Got your 2 guards and 3 big men.
Yeah.
You got a dominant team.
I put Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain could have put Kareem in too.
Yeah.
I got another story for you guys. You know, I got a story. One time I was working for, I can't remember who it was, a sports company, and they would do all this sports stuff. I can't remember who it was at the time. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'm walking with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar down the hallway. You know, with a representative, and we all walking, Kareem, me, and somebody else, because we're gonna go do an appearance, and Will Chamberlain is walking in the same hall. I'm like, God damn! And them motherfuckers didn't speak.
Really? Wow.
That's a true story.
Wow.
I was like, what the? Them niggas walked by each other like they was 6 feet tall.
Wow.
Will Chamberlain, Kareem walked by each other. Them motherfuckers didn't say not one word to each other.
Wow. That's crazy.
That was. I remember that.
Yeah. That's crazy. Well, Mr. Mark Curry, we appreciate your time, man, for the sit down at Uptown. This has been quite enjoyable. We know you got stories for days. You ever gonna put these things in a memoir?
That's the other shit I told you. I ain't even talked about that. I never even said that. No, never even said that. I'm gonna find out all the people that I opened up for. That's what I want to do. Go and find out.
That'd be dope.
Because I didn't know I opened up for James Brown until my boy told me. He said, man, I just got accepted. You don't remember? I got accepted to USC. And you said I'm going to open up for James Brown. I was still living in Oakland. I didn't know that. I'm like, really?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I will put it in a memoir. One day you'll see the memoir, the Mark Curry memoir.
There it is. And you heard it first at the sit down at Uptown. Well, man, Mark Curry. Thank you, sir. We out.